So the first step that I'm going to do, of course, I already cleansed my face. I just got out of the shower. After nating mag-cleanse ng face natin, our skin can appear a little dry, which means we're gonna have to rehydrate it. Ang una kong gagawin is I'm going to be applying toner. The toner needs to be half a teaspoon only. So, eyeball the amount. Half a teaspoon. So, mga tatlong tak-tak na ganon. We're going to apply it all over our skin, making sure that we are applying it talagang sa lahat ng areas ng balat natin, pati sa leeg natin. So, we never skip our neck, we never skip our ears. While we're waiting for your toner to be absorbed by your skin, this is when we proceed to use our eye serum. Just take I'm using an applicator though, but if you don't have an applicator, you can just use your ring finger because it has the least pressure. And what you want to do is to apply a grain of rice size on the under eye and then above. Yeah. Or in my case, because my lids are also dry, nag-a-apply din ako dyan ng konti. So after we apply our eye serum, we proceed to our moisturizer. So of course, the moisturizer I will be using is for people with dry skin. I prefer this moisturizer. I find this really helpful for my skin type. You just get the size of an almond, the nut, not the whole thing. And then, you spread that all over your face, gently. You wait for this to set a little bit. Especially for vitamin-enriched moisturizers like this one, you want to wait a little bit for your face to absorb all the goodness of your moisturizer before you proceed to sunscreen. So, para ma-enjoy kumbaga ng face mo, yung moisturizer natin, bago tayo mag-proceed sa sunscreen natin. While we're waiting for my moisturizer to be absorbed by my skin, let's go ahead and apply our lip oil. So, you can get a lip serum or lip oil para habang inaantay natin yung mag-dry, na ma-moisturize na rin yung lips natin. After our moisturizer, this is when we apply your sunscreen. So, yung primer na gamit mo, ang sabi dyan, it is a no sebum primer, which means it has the tendency to peel kasi silicone base siya. So, kailangan dahan-dahan tayo sa paglalagay and konti lang yung ilagay natin. Kasi, pag masyado tayong maraming nilagay, masyadong maraming silicone na madedeposit sa skin natin. Ang silicone, my dear, hindi siya na-absorb ng balat natin, ha? So, hindi siya katulad ng moisturizer. Pag niramihan mo ng kaunti, ay pwedeng mag-vaporize or pwedeng ma-absorb ng skin. Si primer, kailangan super duper careful tayo. Okay? Maglalagay ako ng konti. You only need a pea-size amount. And your face is very small, so you don't need a lot. Kahit ganito lang. So, your skin has 5 primer spots. You don't really need to follow these 5 primer spots, but this is a really good guideline. Okay? So, dito natin siya ilalagay. You start at the forehead, and then a little on the nose and the chin, and then more will go here on the cheeks. Yeah. Once you have your primer distributed, that's the time that you're going to blend it out. So for your under eye, because your under eye is a little dark, we're going to need the darker or the deeper peach corrector. From your whole palette, you need to choose yung pinaka-intense na orange to cancel out the darkness on your under eye. I'm gonna show you how to do it, even if I don't have dark under eyes, no? Para makita mo. So for this part, you're going to need your concealer brush. It looks like something like this, or it can be flatter as long as it fits on your under eye like so. And then if you have a mini sponge or a mini buffing brush, we can use those as well. So because this is a personal application class, you're very much okay to dip into your palette, but I will dip into my tube and then just get a little bit. Sobrang konti lang ng kailangan mo, Chessa. So now, you have to assess which part of your under eye is dark. So, as I can see on the screen, the inner corner is darker than the center or the edge, which means you're gonna have to deposit more color corrector here on the inner corner, and then you're gonna tap your brush and blend it outwards. You're okay to use your finger to tap it. You're also okay to use another type of brush. This one is also okay. So you want to make sure that it's stretched out a little bit, which means if you're holding a mirror, the mirror needs to be here para nakataas yung mata mo, hindi yung nakatingin ka sa baba. So let's start. I'm gonna put a lot on my face, ha, para you can see. But you don't need to put this much. So you're gonna start here on the inner corner. So most of the pigment is deposited here. And then, you're gonna blend it outwards. Now, once you have the color corrector dispense this way, you blend it out so that it becomes just a hint of orange. You don't see where the corrector ends. It diffuses slowly outwards. So, wala siyang sobrang solid na line na nakikita katulad kanina nung in-apply ko siya. And you can see that this part of the color corrector is really intense and then it becomes lighter as you go outwards because the only dark area of your under eye is the center. So next, remember when your teacher discussed that you're gonna need 2 concealers. One is similar to your skin tone and then one is lighter than you. So you have to take the concealer that's similar to your skin tone. You take your brush, you pick up a little bit of the concealer. Now, to make sure that we are able to do this properly without the corrector mixing with the concealer, you have to look close in the mirror and see if your corrector is already matte. Because if it still looks wet, it means that you cannot put concealer on top of it yet. So you don't want to overdo your concealer. And the same rule applies. Because you put more color corrector at the center, there should be more concealer deposited at the center. So I start here and then I proceed to the other parts of my color corrector. Whatever is left on my brush, yun lang yung pupunta sa edges. Now, after that, you take your sponge. Make sure that you're applying the right amount of pressure. Do not tap too hard and do not tap too light. Sakto lang para ma-blend mo siya pero not to the point na ma-erase na siya. So you tap, make it quick. Do not apply too much pressure so that it doesn't mix with the color corrector. When you look at the mirror, ganito dapat yung itsura niya. No more dark under eyes. Nalalesa na dapat yung puffiness ng under eye. Okay, can you see? Oh, yan. You did a good job. Medyo i-blend mo lang yung dito sa my sides. We're going to proceed with applying our base makeup for every day. The things you are gonna need is a mixing palette. If you don't have one, you can take any makeup palette that's clean so you can use the surface to mix your product. And then you're also going to need either your illuminator or your moisturizer and get your Laneige foundation. If you didn't know yet, yung Laneige foundation mo is mixing palette also at the top. Dispense around 2 pumps of foundation. Ganyan lang. Tapos, i-dispense mo rin yung moisturizer mo. Ako, illuminator yung gagawin ko. Equal parts. Kung gaano karami yung moisturizer, ganun din karami dapat yung illuminator or yung foundation mo. Sorry. Now, let's mix them together. Alright, so let's apply it as it is then. Okay? This is how you apply your base makeup for every day. Now, you want to apply this first on areas that you haven't applied color corrector to so that you don't disrupt your color corrector. So, we're going to start here, dito, kasi this area is very stretched. So, take a little bit, apply it there, dito lang muna. And then, you can take a buffing brush or you can take a sponge, just tap. And then whatever your sponge or brush picks up, that's what you're gonna bring towards your under eye and the sides of your nose. And then add as you go. And then, important, Chesa, because we're trying to do a light base, you don't want to go over and over it again if hindi naman necessary. So as much as possible, just do one layer, blend it out. As long as it looks airbrushed and very healthy, yun yung goal natin. Then we can proceed to the other side. So for the next steps, you are going to need your cream bronzer, your lighter concealer, and your cream blush. So this is my bronzer. I'm gonna take some on my buffing brush, and you're okay to do this as well kasi product mo naman yan. And then you're gonna apply it first dito, malapit sa anit ng hair mo. And then, once you apply it, go ahead and blend it so that it looks more natural. Yan. So you can see, mas warm na yung dito ko compared dito sa kabila. So we're going to continue that here towards the side of the face until the cheekbone. Hanggang dito lang. Huwag mong ilalampas sa mata. So you can add more product if you want, kung kailangan pa. Pero yung bronzer dapat hindi siya bababa hanggang dito. Next, we're gonna get your lighter concealer. And then we're going to apply liquid highlight. So, yung purpose ng liquid highlight natin is to bring our features forward. It's the opposite of contour, where you use a darker shade to recede some areas on your face, which you will be learning on your next session. For us to bring areas forward, we're going to need a lighter concealer. So, I'll give you an example, okay? I will start with my under eye, especially if your under eyes are sunken. This is a great way to brighten your under eye. So, I'm gonna start here at the center and then here. So, yung nasa gitna, ibe-blend mo papasok. Huwag mo siyang paabutin hanggang ilong. And then, yung dito sa dulo, i-blend mo upwards pa ganyan. Next, for a more natural nose contour, we're gonna apply highlighter at the center, pero sobrang konti lang. What we usually do is we use the tip of the doe foot applicator, and then we apply at the center, and then we blend. Hanggang dito lang, kita mo yan. We're gonna apply also on the chin and the forehead because your face is normal size naman. Wala kang kailangang iwasang i-highlight. Yan, ang ganda na lang base ko. And then, the last step of our underpainting process is to apply our cream blush. Okay? So, you can either use liquid blush or cream blush as long as the formula is wet. For your face shape, I'm gonna put a lot on my face. On yours, you can just mimic where I put it, okay? Don't put too much right away. So, you wanna deposit the pigment first here. So, ito yung dulo ng mata mo, di ba? Nandito tayo, dito sa buto. Yan. Mas mataas dapat siya ng konti, Chesa. Huwag masyadong mababa. Yan. Next, we're gonna blend it out. So, when you blend out your blush, you wanna make sure that you're going in circular motions while diffusing the pigment. You start at the center and then you go outwards. Kung sponge yung gamit mo, you start at the center and then blend it out. Kailangan magmumukha siyang airbrushed. Parang there's just a focal point at the center, and then it diffuses as you go outwards. That's all the liquid products that we need to apply. Ngayon, isa-set na natin siya with powder. Chesa, you have two options for setting your face. For a light base, because we have dry skin, no? We can go for a pressed powder or we can go for a loose powder. Which one do you want to use today? Yes, that is pressed powder. Okay, sige. Yung loose powder, pwede natin siyang gamitin doon sa isang class. Okay, so you want to take your brush, take a little bit of your pressed powder. And the first part that we're going to set is the under eye. So, you tap until the area mattifies. Nakikita mo yun sa akin? It slowly mattifies. Nawawala yung pagkabasa niya. Just make sure na you don't apply too much. Ha? So, when you're using a compact, take the powder and then press so that the area becomes matte. Once you're okay with the under eye, do this on the rest of the face. So, dapat, mapapowderan mo siya, Chesa, pero lumilitaw pa rin yung mga in-underpaint natin, like the blush, the bronzer, and whatnot. So, for your setting spray, we're going to apply this after we apply powder kasi we want to make sure na hindi magse-separate yung base natin throughout the day. Ayan. So, ang gagamitin ko is this one, and then you just spritz it. Just sparingly lang. So next, for our brows, we want to make sure na natural talaga siya. So, hindi pwede yung parang masyado siyang dry or masyado siyang dark kasi everyday brows lang to. Ang goal lang natin is malagyan natin yung sparse areas. So, di ba yung hairs natin patubo ng ganyan? So, susundan mo lang siya, Chesa. Okay? Nakikita mo yung sa akin, yung sparse areas ko nandito. Yung sa'yo, nandun banda sa tail, tas nandito sa inner corner. So, paganyan lang. Try to mimic hair-like strokes. Huwag mo masyadong diinan. Tapos you, optionally, pwede mo siyang habaan ng konti dito sa dulo. Yan. Tapos sa inner corner, Chesa, pwede ka mag-hair-like strokes. Ngayon, sa kabila naman. So, titignan mo maigi pag lumayo ka, dapat mukha pa rin siyang buhok. After natin lagay ng pangkilay, next natin na gagawin is, talagyan natin siya ng brow gel, which is actually very ideal for you kasi mahaba yung brow hairs mo. Okay? So, yung brow mascara mo, kunin mo siya. And then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply it on the hairs of our brows. Make sure na you're not touching your skin. You're just touching your hair. And you're applying it like so. And looks very healthy and looks very natural. See? Next step, we're going to apply our everyday eyeshadow. So, a good frame of reference is to first apply our powder blush. And whatever our powder blush is for everyday, we can use a similar shade for our eyes. So, let's start with our powder blush first. So, the powder blush that I use for daily use is this one, this color. This is what I use because it is a cool undertoned palette. Okay, can I see yours? Take the product. You're just basically going to intensify where you applied your cream blush. Now, how intense your blush is will be totally up to you. If you want to make it more intense, then why not? But maybe not too much kasi you're 15 pala. And then, that's the time where we're going to take our eye blending brush. Something that looks like this or like this. That's too dense. Something with longer bristles dapat. Take your pigment, tap off the excess. And then you want to apply this very near your lashes. Yan. So, kunyari nakaganyan ka, dito mo siya i-apply sa baba in tapping motions. And then, right after that, you remove the excess and then you do circular motions so that the pigment goes above the crease a little bit. Yan. Pag binuksan mo yung mata mo, dapat makikita yung shadow sa taas ng fold. Balance it out on the other side. Okay, ang gagawin naman natin na next is we're going to tight line. Tight line is the process where we put eyeliner on the waterline under our lashes. Ang pwede mong gamitin sa tight line is yung gel type na ganito. Why do we put a tight line? And is it necessary? Of course, it's not necessary. You can skip this part if you don't want to, but this is good practice. So, there are many options for you to be able to do this. You can either close your eyes and lift a little bit para nakikita yung balat na yan. Or, you can put a mirror here and then look like that para ma-access mo yung waterline mo. Or you can open and lift. So, this is how you do it, okay? Please make sure, Chessa, na your elbow is rested well on your table para hindi ka biglang magkamali. And then, start at the center, like this. Make sure not to do too many strokes para hindi siya mag-cake. And then here, and then the inner corner. So, what difference does it make? When you put a tight line, number one, it creates the illusion that your lashes are fuller, which opens up your eyes a little bit. Number two, when you attach lashes on your fourth session, ma-avoid na may nakikita na parang skin, okay? Yung next step natin is lashes. For your eyelash curler, you need to do this. I-rest mo siya malapit sa roots. Make sure na hindi mo makukurot yung skin mo. And then you're going to pulsate your curler like this. So a good technique here is, bago siya bumagsak, kunin mo na yung mascara mo. And then, we're going to apply from root to tip. You wiggle your wand from root to tip until it goes towards the edges of your lashes. Now, you can opt to add another layer if you want, but you can also just do something like this para it just looks really simple. Next, take any lipstick shade for our last step. Take any lipstick shade that's really close to your natural lip color. That's called your MLBB or My Lips But Better. And then, we're just gonna color our lips in. Just make sure that it doesn't overpower your blush. Ayan, dapat pa sweet girl lang. Kasi natural look lang. But, optionally, pwede mo siyang patungan ng konting lip balm or lip gloss if you want. Or lip stain. Ayan. There. Okay.